Now let me show you how to write a procedure. Okay, so let's convert this program into procedure. I'm copying this so that you can refer it later on. So when you are defining procedure, this declare is not required. Okay, declare should not be written. Instead of that, we are going to write create or replace procedure, then procedure name, which is any valid variable name. Okay, so I'm writing procedure name as display record. Okay, display underscore rec, and then we need to write as. Okay, so this is part of your syntax: create or replace procedure, procedure name, as, and then whatever declaration portion is there you are going to write, and then the procedure body should be written within begin and end. Okay, everything else will remain the same. The only thing is we have to write this create or replace procedure, procedure name as. Fine. Now if you want to pass parameter in the procedure, then it is to be written in round brackets after procedure name. So that I'll show you. First let us see how to create the procedure and run the procedure. So it will ask for the values, and I'm inputting 2 values. Okay, and it is showing that procedure created. It is not displaying any output. Fine, because it is named block, so we need to call that block. We need to run that block later on. Okay, so your procedure is created successfully. Now when you want to execute the procedure, you are going to write exec command execute. Okay, either you can write exec, or you may also write the full spelling like execute. Okay, and then your procedure name. Already the values are inputted 1 and 5. Fine, so now the procedure will be executed and it will display the output. Now if you execute this procedure again, then it will show the same output, right? It should not happen, because when at the time of creation the values are inputted and it is fixed. Okay, but what should be done? Actually, when you execute the procedure, it should ask for the values. So for that, this value should be passed as a parameter in the procedure. Fine. So instead of reading values here, this value should be passed as a parameter. Fine. So now when you are passing these values as parameter, there is no need to write %i, because its meaning is we are asking values from the user only. Okay, so the same thing but without reading the values. Okay, and again we are going to create the procedure. Okay, so it is showing procedure created. Fine. And now to execute the procedure, we are going to write exec disp underscore rec, and then pass the values. So my values are, let's say, 1 and 5. I'm writing 1 and 5. So it will display output as this. Okay. Now again, if you want to execute the procedure, then we need to specify this 3 5. Okay, so in this way you may execute your procedure. Fine. So this is clear, passing parameter in the procedure. Any questions? It's a simple procedure, right? And you know what is the meaning of procedure and function, because you have done this in the other programming languages. Fine. Now, why we have to write this or replace, create or replace? If you don't write or replace, and if you write create procedure, procedure name, that is also a valid valid command. But then once the procedure is created, if you are editing the same procedure and running it again, it will show you the error that name is already used by another object. So in that case, you will have to give new names to your procedure, right? So that is not very convenient, and that is why we have to write create or replace procedure. So what does that mean? Let me show you by executing one simple procedure. Okay, let me write one new procedure. We have some time left. So see, I'm writing create procedure, procedure name as, and then I'm defining the variable. So my variable is this variable. Okay, it's a simple procedure which will check whether the value of inputted number I is odd or even. Now let's pass this as a parameter because always we need to have some input. So I'm writing this as parameter. Okay, and there is no other parameter, so there is no need to write any declaration of variable in the procedure. So I'm pasting this and it is showing procedure created. Now I'm running this procedure chk underscore odd underscore even, and I'm writing one value. Oh, sorry. Execute to be written. So it is displaying 3 is odd. If I input this, it is showing 4 is even. Now if I input 0, then it will display 0 is even. Okay, but it should not display that because it's a neutral number. So now I want to edit my procedure. Okay, so I'm editing this procedure again. So I'm writing if I equal to 0, then else. Okay, so I have updated my procedure and I'm again running this procedure. I mean, I'm creating the procedure again. And let's see what does that mean. Okay, so it is showing name is already used by an existing object. So you cannot create the procedure with the same name because it is already created. Okay, so this is not very convenient whenever you are trying, you are trying and updating your procedure, right? It happens many times that the procedure will be created, but then you want to edit it. So that is why we write or replace. We write this one or replace. Okay. Now let me change name of the procedure. Okay, and I'm writing this, I'm creating this procedure again. Okay, it is okay. So created with errors. Now it's a warning, so it will not display any error, but at the same time, your procedure will not be executed. So it is showing statement ignored 4 number. Okay, fine. We cannot write exit because this is something that is written in the loop. Fine. So let's see if we keep it blank. What it okay, this is also not valid. So let us display some. You can even display some blank message, or even you can write I is now I'm executing the procedure. So execute odd underscore even, and then you can pass the value 1. Again, I'm executing the procedure, passing the value 0. Okay, so this is my procedure which is already created. Right now I'm again editing this procedure. Okay, so now I'm deleting this again, and let me write if this else. So in the previous case it was showing an error, right? That name is already used by another object, but now it will be created because we have written create or replace. Fine. So I hope this is clear to you all. Any questions?
Ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, if we don't write or replace, then do we have the option of dropping the procedure later?
Yes, yes. You can drop the procedure. Yeah. You can write drop procedure, procedure name. Okay. You